Hey everyone, Dr. Mike here with Wellbeing Wisdom. Did you know that eczema affects over 30 million Americans? That's a staggering number, and it highlights just how common this skin condition really is. Eczema, also known as atopic dermatitis, is a chronic inflammatory skin condition that causes red, itchy, and inflamed patches of skin. It can affect people of all ages, but it often first appears in childhood. Living with eczema can be challenging, with flare-ups causing discomfort, embarrassment, and even impacting self-esteem. In this video, we're going to delve into the unexpected truth about eczema, who's really at risk. We'll explore the factors that can contribute to eczema, debunk common myths, and empower you with the knowledge to better understand and manage this condition. Whether you're personally affected by eczema or know someone who is, this video will provide valuable insights to help you navigate the world of eczema and improve your skin health. So let's get started. Let's talk about the role of genetics in eczema. You know, it's like that old saying, it runs in the family. Well, when it comes to eczema, there's actually a lot of truth to that. If you have a family history of eczema, allergies, or asthma, you're at a higher risk of developing eczema yourself. Think of it this way, our genes provide a blueprint for how our bodies function, including our immune system. And when it comes to eczema, sometimes those blueprints have a slight variation that makes the immune system a bit more reactive. This overactive immune response can lead to inflammation. And in the case of eczema, that inflammation manifests in our skin. So if your parents or siblings have eczema, allergies, or asthma, it's essential to be aware of your own risk factors. But remember, genetics isn't the whole story. It's just one piece of the puzzle. While having a family history of these conditions increases your risk, it doesn't guarantee you'll develop eczema. Many people with a family history of eczema never develop the condition, while others without a family history do. This is because our environment and lifestyle choices also play a significant role in determining whether or not our genes are expressed. It's like a light switch. Having the genetic predisposition is like having the switch installed, but environmental and lifestyle factors determine whether that switch is flipped on. Now let's shift our focus from our genes to our surroundings. You see, our environment plays a huge role in eczema, often acting as the trigger that sets off those uncomfortable flare-ups. Think of it like this, our skin is a barrier protecting us from the outside world, but certain environmental factors can weaken that barrier, making us more susceptible to eczema flare-ups. One of the biggest culprits is allergens, dust mites, pollen, pet dander. These are all common allergens that can wreak havoc on sensitive skin. They can irritate the skin, triggering an immune response that leads to inflammation, redness, and that unbearable itchiness. But it's not just allergens we need to be wary of. Irritants like harsh soaps, detergents, and even certain fabrics can also disrupt the skin's barrier function, making it more vulnerable to eczema flare-ups. These irritants can strip away the skin's natural oils, leaving it dry, cracked, and more susceptible to inflammation. And let's not forget about the weather. Extreme temperatures, whether hot or cold, can also impact eczema. Dry winter air can sap moisture from the skin, while hot, humid summer weather can lead to excessive sweating, which can irritate eczema-prone skin. The key takeaway here is that being mindful of your surroundings and identifying potential environmental triggers is crucial for managing eczema. By minimizing exposure to these triggers, you can help prevent flare-ups and keep your skin happy and healthy. We often underestimate the powerful connection between our minds and bodies, but when it comes to eczema, that connection is undeniable. Stress, my friends, can be a major trigger for eczema flare-ups. You know that feeling when you're overwhelmed, deadlines are looming, and your to-do list seems a mile long? Well, your skin feels it too. When we're stressed, our bodies release a surge of hormones, including cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone. While cortisol plays a vital role in our body's stress response, chronically elevated levels can wreak havoc on our skin. Cortisol can disrupt the skin's barrier function, making it more permeable and susceptible to irritants and allergens. It can also increase inflammation throughout the body, including in the skin, leading to those telltale eczema flare-ups. And it's not just major life events that can trigger stress. Even everyday stressors like work deadlines, traffic jams, or relationship issues can contribute to eczema flare-ups. It's like a slow burn, with chronic low-grade stress gradually chipping away at our skin's resilience. The good news is that managing stress can have a profound impact on eczema. Incorporating stress-reducing techniques into your daily routine can help lower cortisol levels, reduce inflammation, and promote healthier skin. Activities like yoga, meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking a few minutes each day to unwind and de-stress can make a world of difference. Remember, a calm mind often translates to calmer skin. Let's talk about hydration, but not just the kind that involves drinking plenty of water, although that's important too. We're diving into the importance of keeping our skin hydrated, a crucial factor in managing eczema. Think of your skin as a delicate ecosystem. When it's properly hydrated, it's like a flourishing garden, resilient and better equipped to defend itself against external aggressors. But when our skin is dry, it's like a drought has hit that garden, leaving it parched, cracked and vulnerable. Dry skin is more prone to irritation, inflammation and those pesky eczema flare-ups. Now you might be thinking, but my skin feels oily, not dry. And that's a valid point. Eczema can sometimes lead to oily skin as the body overcompensates for the lack of moisture by producing excess oil. But this oiliness doesn't equate to hydration. In fact, it can sometimes exacerbate eczema symptoms by clogging pores and trapping irritants. So, how do we combat dryness and keep our skin hydrated? Moisturizing, my friends, is the name of the game. And not just any moisturizer will do. Look for fragrance-free, hypoallergenic options specifically formulated for sensitive skin. Apply moisturizer liberally and frequently, especially after showering or bathing, when your skin is most receptive to absorbing moisture. Think of it as giving your skin a big drink of water after a long day in the sun. Remember, hydrated skin is happy skin, and happy skin is less likely to flare up. We've all heard the saying, "You are what you eat." Well, when it comes to eczema, there's a lot of truth to that statement. Our diet plays a significant role in our overall health, and that includes the health of our skin. Certain foods can either exacerbate eczema symptoms or help keep them at bay. Let's start with the troublemakers, the foods that often trigger eczema flare-ups. Common culprits include dairy products, gluten, eggs, soy, nuts, and shellfish. These foods contain proteins that can trigger an immune response in some individuals, leading to inflammation, including skin inflammation in the form of eczema. Now, I know what you're thinking. Eliminating all those foods sounds daunting, and it's not always necessary. The key is to identify your personal triggers through an elimination diet. This involves removing suspect foods from your diet for a period of time, then gradually reintroducing them one by one to see if they cause a reaction. On the flip side, there are also foods that can actually help manage eczema. Foods rich in anti-inflammatory properties such as fatty fish, leafy greens, berries, and turmeric can help calm inflammation throughout the body, including in the skin. Probiotics found in fermented foods like yogurt, if you can tolerate dairy, and sauerkraut, can also be beneficial for eczema. Probiotics help promote a healthy balance of bacteria in the gut, which can positively impact the immune system and reduce inflammation. Remember, everyone's body is different, so what works for one person may not work for another. Paying attention to how your body responds to different foods is key to identifying your personal triggers and finding an eating plan that supports both your overall health and your skin health. We've covered a lot of ground today, exploring the often overlooked risk factors for eczema. From the role of genetics and environmental triggers, to the impact of stress, skin hydration and diet, it's clear that managing eczema requires a holistic approach. Understanding these risk factors empowers you to take control of your skin health. By identifying your personal triggers and making conscious choices to minimize their impact, you can significantly reduce the frequency and severity of eczema flare-ups. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Millions of people around the world are living with eczema, and sharing your experiences can be incredibly empowering. Let's start a conversation in the comments below. Have you noticed any of these risk factors affecting your eczema? What strategies have you found helpful in managing your symptoms? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video, where we'll be sharing practical skincare tips specifically for managing eczema. Together, let's strive for healthier, happier skin.